All right, so today I'm going to walk you through how to go from 0 to 50K per month, and I'm going to do it in a 4-step framework to where if you don't have a personal brand and you don't run paid ads, then this is going to really help you, because I've done this for myself, but also have proven it with our clients, to where you don't necessarily need to have a big personal brand to make this work, and you don't necessarily need to be running ads. You could do cold traffic, and you can do a high volume of outreach and get great clients to scale up this ladder. So it's going to come down to 4 main components that I want you to understand. The first one being offer. Okay, now a lot of people talk about offer but don't actually know the structure and how it works, so I'm going to walk you through it. But before I do, I want you to understand that a lot of the people that you listen to here on YouTube, they are not necessarily practicing the thing that they are preaching right now. A lot of guys, I know for a fact, get their appointments and their clients purely off their personal brand from YouTube and paid ads. To where when you have a good offer and you're doing the method that I'm going to show you here today, you can fill your calendar with appointments and get clients at a high ticket price range without needing to be really established or credible when it comes to having a personal brand. You can be credible as a business owner, getting results, and being ethical in the way that you do business, but I'm talking about like having a personal brand. So yeah, let's go through this. So the first one is performance. I would only recommend this if you are brand new. Okay, if you have case studies or you already have clients, don't worry about that, but that is just purely performance based. The next one would be like a setup fee. So you get paid up front plus performance. You could do that. You can also do setup plus retainer. There's a way you can do that as well. And then the last one would be retainer plus revenue generated. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can get to this one, because this is the one you really want, right? Obviously, because you're getting paid every month, or however you want to structure it. Maybe it's bi-weekly, maybe it's quarterly, whatever. Plus you're getting the revenue generated off the back from your system and your service to get more money on the back end as well. Okay, so this one's the best one. I'm going to walk you through how to get to that one, but ultimately there's different ways you can structure it. And the way you want your offer to sound good to the market that you're marketing to is you just need to know the biggest thing they need help with and the biggest goal that they need to get to. If you can do that, separate the gap and fill it with your service, then you're going to have a really banger offer. The problem is most people talk about how good they are at Facebook ads, or how good they are about their branding and the websites that they make people happy. None of that stuff matters. No one cares. What people care about is they have a problem, can you solve it? And if they tell you, I don't get enough sales, you're going to tell them, I can get you more sales. And they're going to say, well, I want 5 sales. I'm like, would you be comfortable with maybe even 10? And they'd be like, I would love 10. Be like, okay, let's work towards 10, right? That's what they care about. They don't care about how good your website design is. They don't give a shit. Okay, so that's the first thing, is having a good offer. The second thing is going to be the outbound, because now you need volume. If you're not going to do ads, and you don't have a personal brand, you need to be doing outbound. You would be shocked at the amount of clients that I work with that are marketing agencies that don't do any marketing for themselves. So how do we fix this? Well, the first thing we're going to do is have a high volume of outbound that is also automated. So it's hands off to a founder. You don't really have to touch it that much other than like tweaking copy, which we help with. And you need to make sure that you're doing this every single day. Now, what I recommend is we can do, the ones that we do and the ones that we've proven is LinkedIn. You can do cold calling as well. And you can also do email, but I'll stick to these 2 for now, because if you use 1 or 2, but both of them together, you're going to crush it. And even if you're moderately just starting this, you can get anywhere from like 10 calls per week up to like 15 calls per week. If you're really good, you can get to 20, 25 to 40 per week. Qualified book calls with prospects every single week, just using this method here. Okay, so we've done the LinkedIn method. We've proven it. That's our bread and butter. We supplemented it with cold calling, and it just blew up. And that's how we really started to scale and get past 10K, get past 20K per month, upwards of 30, 35, 40, and that's what really got us towards the 50. So that right there, if you're doing a high volume, when I say high volume, cold calling is like 100, the minimum of 100 dials a day. ideally 200 dials a day, okay? And that's still low because I know that there's people out there doing like 400 to 500 a day, even 6, okay? So I'm saying 200 on cold call. LinkedIn, you can reach anywhere between 200 to like 700 people per week, okay? This is more of a proprietary thing for us, but you can do this because of the connection limit, but don't worry about that for now, okay? High volume of outbound, making sure that you have the leverage in place with automation, LinkedIn, cold calling, get a cold calling team. I'm not saying you as the founder need to do it, but a cold calling team, you can get commission-based setters that will come in and they'll take basically you'll want this, right? When you have this offer going, setup fee or retainer, they're gonna take a piece of the pie from the setup fee or the retainer. If you're starting out, you're gonna be the one doing all the outbound and calling. So that's why you're on performance. But you have a team and you have, where you don't yet have a team, but you have this offer in place, one of these two in place where you get paid up front, you're gonna give your cold calling team a piece of the pie when you get paid, when you close your client. So pretty simple, right? Third thing is fulfillment. So you actually have to do the thing that you're selling your person on, your new client. You're gonna actually have to fulfill, if I could spell it, on your service. And I have a theory that your fulfillment actually starts the moment that you close the client. Okay, as soon as they process their credit card and money hits your account, fulfillment has already begun. And it actually starts when you onboard the person, and onboarding starts as soon as possible. So the way I like to do this little nuance hack for you guys, is when you sign a client, you're gonna have somebody call your new client 1 hour after they sign up. It could be your girlfriend, it could be your mom, I don't care who it is. Have somebody reach out that isn't you, and let's say, again, it's like an hour after you've closed the deal, they are going to call up your new client, and basically it's an engagement call to get them pumped up and ready to reduce any buyer's remorse. Okay, because people will buy stuff if they don't really know you, especially if you don't have a personal brand, okay? There's gonna be a little bit of, and you're not relying on word of mouth referrals, we're gonna get rid of that, it's not how you scale, but you're going to need to build that trust factor, and it starts with the little nuanced details like this, by calling somebody up after an hour after they sign the deal with you, and have somebody on your team, or you can, again, girlfriend, mom, I don't care. Hey, John? Hey, it's Mary from ProLink.io. I just saw that you signed up. I want to say congratulations. What are you most excited about? Get them to tell you, right? And we're noting this down. We're putting it in our CRM. We're taking notes, so that way that's their focus. That's what we want to focus on, to get them quick wins. And then that is your focus with fulfillment, is quick wins. I will say this again, quick wins. Most people don't do this, and that's why they lose the clients. I've done this in the past, and the faster that you can get somebody results within the first week is amazing. The first 30 days is great as well. But you want to do this as fast as possible, okay? Quick wins, quick wins, quick wins if you have an online service business, because trust is down, sales resistance is up. To combat that, quick wins will happen when they do spend money with you and they had decided to go with you. And by calling them up, have somebody call them up and get them excited about working with you. What are you most excited about, John? Yeah, I can't wait to really get more calls in the calendar. I'm really looking forward to this. Awesome, great. Well, let me know if there's anything else that we can help you with. Here's our direct email. Anything that you need, you let us know. Do not hesitate. And just wanted to remind you, you're all set for your onboarding call at Monday at 1 p.m. and we're all good to go. How's that sound? Have any questions? No, all great. Awesome. We'll chat to you then. Like, just little things like that will get people pumped up to work with you. And ultimately, within your onboarding process, that first week, okay, if they feel good within that first week, they are high. I think there's like a 70-something%, I forget what it was at the one mastermind, 70% something increase in them actually staying with you given that first week is solid, okay? Good onboarding, good communication, keeping the client in the loop, and whatever's going on, and then getting them quick wins. You'll do great. Lastly, when you do all this, you're gonna get a case study because you got them great results. And this is where you're gonna leverage this to scale, okay? This is where you start to get your growth, okay? This is now where you can go from performance into setup fee or retainer. You can change your offer. But this, for us, was the big one, because when we got our client using this exact system I just walked you through, great results with purely just LinkedIn at the time, he wasn't even using LinkedIn, or he was trying to, he just couldn't crack the code, made no money from it, and within a 30-day period, we came in and added 52 grand That's where that 50 comes in. And new monthly revenue to his business, simply just by following this process. And now we use that as a case study and leverage that to go get more like-minded clients that are similar to the ones that we just worked with, and start mass marketing that. Because now we have the case study to prove it. Now we can start really ramping things up, especially if you get some good clients. Let's say you leverage your case study and you might only need 3 to 6 clients that are really, really good, and you could be charging them anywhere from 3.5K to 5K per month. Hopefully you can see that. Plus revenue share, right, off of the revenue that you've generated. So you could really only use a handful of clients with that model and get to 50K per month, because that's what we started doing. Once we started getting results like that, we were charging retainer plus revenue share. So it was only 10% for every sale, but we're getting paid each month from one client. It was $4,200 a month plus anything that we made them off the back end from their new clients that they brought on, which was perfect. So that really helped us scale. And all you need is one really great case study for that, and you're off to the races. So don't just listen. You don't need to listen to me, but just don't listen to everybody here on YouTube, because there's guys being like, oh, this is what you do, blah, 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 blah. And then I look at their calendar, it's filled, but they're not actually doing the thing, right? It's a lot of just personal branding stuff, which is cool because that's a good way to get to, but you're not there yet. If you're not there yet, then you need to do this, okay? And if you need help with it, leave a comment. I'll reply back to your comment, any questions that you do have, if you have any specific questions on how to implement this. But ultimately, this is all you really need. If you have a good offer, you have good outbound with high volume, right? And if you're a little bit more experienced, let's say you're at 10 to 20K per month, you don't have to do it yourself. I'm not saying you have to do it yourself, but you do need leverage through high volume automation and a team that can come and do this for you, okay? And then get some good fulfillment where you're going to be getting some good case studies to then help you scale up, okay? So that's pretty much it for this. If you have any questions, let me know, but that's in this video. Cheers.